It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see this team's speedy running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. This should be a good one to watch. Just ahead on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more run.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
They motion the slot man left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Missouri Tiger, who is their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in, and he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He's going to try to do this himself, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the visitors take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled 1st half continues. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll get this out quickly to his left. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the visitors are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Ball start. Offense.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Back to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half. It has been an intriguing game to this point. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman.
We have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. from the 50. He'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys.
And now whistles as the challenge flag is out. And this last play will be reviewed. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. A run on 1st and goal. And he will power his way into the end zone. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And his guys go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17 to 10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Automatic 1st down.
The tight end Moore in motion. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 and a 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Give him 14 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Now this time they'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Here comes 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Our home
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3rd down and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Back to the air one more time. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look downfield once again.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Now, faking the give. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, just one of those plays. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. He decides to try to make a run for it and extend the play. But unfortunately, the defense had him accounted for as well. Gets what he can, gives himself up, brings up 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. We'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's got another one. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to do it himself.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan, and for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll check this down to the running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now on 2nd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.